players, Hurts and Jalen Rager was going to be there later on. Like nobody was picking up Jalen Rager in the first round.
Come on, man. Yo, MoneyPot about to start.
No, I'm coming, man.
Yeah, grab your notepad, man, for real.
All right, dog, fuck it, man. Come on.
Yeah, man, they be spitting shit, man.
True.
Yeah.
Side guy, never go.
Money pop, money talk. All they do is talk facts. Bird gang. All they do is talk stats. 360 on the new view. Go run, tell that. 40-yard dash time. Moss Money Podcast time. S.Dot code headline.
He makes so much, and he makes so light, and he breaks it to the midfield. Goodbyes. God. Touchdown. Money. Yeah. Woo. Money.
You starting out with that?
Last week.
Shit. You got cheers to that for sure.
I ain't taking shit.
Man. Super Bowl winning coach.
We move on.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. We gotta go.
I'm not with that too much.
You just
But I made the choice. I'll take the franchise over the coach, though. And we are live. Welcome back for another episode of MoneyPot Podcast. Playoff wild card week is over. Man, it was bloody last week. It's been a long time since we've seen red in the market for us. However, the good thing about this game, man, is we can bet again. So here's to another week. We got the divisional playoffs week, but of course I got my guys with me. Make sure I go to my right-hand man, a.k.a. Big Slim, a.k.a. Sneaker Game on a Bean, a.k.a. Don't want to give nobody no plays. Steve-O, what up, boy?
What's good with you, bro?
I'm good, man.
Another day.
Yes, sir. And the guy to my left. Hold up, buddy. When I do these intros, he start feeling himself. You know what I mean? This is Brent, man.
Loosen up the
This is Brent, man. That's all that is. This is Brent, man.
what up, man?
A.K.A. Major Unit, they call him Diddy.
What up, man? We here.
What up,
Another
bro?
week, man.
Yeah, man.
Closing down, though. I'm getting a little sad about that.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing, man. When something, closes, another door opens. So we'll talk about that a little bit later in the day, too. Of course, I am your host, Moss Money. And, of course, we got the man behind the camera, man behind the production. Shout out to the homie E. You going to say something? Nod? Something? Whisper? Cough?
No.
Nothing. We get him. Yeah. And then I want to introduce y'all to the newest member of the team, Renzo. What's up, boy?
Yo.
What's good?
Fellas?
Yeah. You already know he's a gambler. Eyes. He put the button on eyes on the screen. What game you watching? You watching something? Who'd you got money on?
Gotta be the Lakers.
Hey man, we took AD over. We took AD over.
Time to close out the show.
Did he score? Did he get that bucket? I see him looking at that scoreboard, man.
You know what I mean? All right, so recap of last week, man. Like I said, it was a little bit of a bloodbath, especially for me. I had Tennessee on almost everything: teasers, money line, all that good stuff, and obviously they lost pretty handily. I think a lot of our plays did not hit. I think Diddy, you had the best play of the week was Buffalo and Tampa. That 2-team teaser. Steve had Seattle. Who else we had? Oh, of course, Roll Tide was another hit.
I'm about to say, hold on, don't forget
That was
that was the best play.
3 plays, right?
Yeah, I think we did 3 plays.
That's 2 or 3.
Yeah, for you. Not for me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Tennessee hurt me big time, man. But we right back at it, man. Thank you for everybody who's listening, who's joining. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps the show. But let's get right into it, man. We'll give the people what they want, man. Right into division week. And this week, I'm sorry, and before I get into this week, we're not going to do 4 quarters of bet. We're just going to do 2 rounds of best bets because there's not a lot of games. So give me your 2 best bets of things that you're eyeing in this week. I know the lines can change. They are changing as we speak. So if you got anything, give it to me. Renzo, I'll go to you as well, and then we'll talk to you about you and Steve with the new basketball show coming up as well. See your talks and your thoughts on what about the upcoming season. But if you got any NFL plays, man, be sure to jump in with that as well. All right, let's go. First bet, best bet.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here comes the money.
Money, 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 money.
Dollar, 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 dollar.
Anybody got any takers? Or you want me to go first? Oh. I forgot to pop. You know what I mean? Forgot to pop the bottle,
I was gonna
dog.
pop that for a special occasion. That ain't-
Oh, you want to hold this? Because when something brown come in here, we don't hold it.
We're not toasting to that, man. Stop it.
I thought we were gonna toast to something special,
man.
baby.
Something special?
We'll go part 2 on that one.
We're going to part 2?
Yeah.
No, you'll be toasting to yourself.
Yeah, you're going to be toasting by yourself.
Right.
Maybe a fan out there might
It was
toast
a
with you.
good week, Farm. It was a good week, baby.
Yeah.
We know what that week was. We got a lot of things that got done this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Clean house.
Clean house.
Definitely clean house.
All right, first bet of the day. I'll go first. I got a 2-team teaser.
Always.
Always. I'm going with the Rams, teasing them up to plus 13.5. And I'm teasing that with the under in the Buffalo and Ravens game.
Wow.
Under 56 and 0.5.
Mm.
I know, right? Going against normalcy, right?
Yeah, what make you go to under there?
So,
That last week got you, didn't it?
no, you know what? I think that Buffalo has been on such a hot streak. Both these teams have been on such a hot streak. I think it's due for a dud that we got 2 heavy running teams coming in here.
Yeah.
And that, well, I mean, if you factor in Allen,
Mhm.
right, into their kind of offense,
Okay.
they are somewhat of a run heavy team.
Okay.
But without Zach Moss, and for them, it's obviously going to be with his arm, and I think that kind of plays into that pressure defense that the Ravens have.
I think they picked up Devontae Freeman too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's so late.
I mean, yeah,
he
he
might
probably
get
get 4
5.
carries,
Yeah,
4
a
or
couple
5
carries. So I know it's against what we think going against the grain, that it's going to be a high scoring game, but we also thought there was no way that Tennessee was only going to put up that much, points. I'm starting to believe in this Ravens defense. And I think that they'll have enough pressure of that blitz package to put Buffalo in some tight situations. And Buffalo didn't look great last week. They didn't look like the dominant Buffalo we've seen all the way up. And what is this, 8, 9 straight? I think they're doing for a dud. So I think think about it. It could still be 30-24 in our cover,
Yeah.
right? That's still a high scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
for it to go over, we're thinking it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be like 30, even like 33, 30, something like that, 30, 27,
Okay.
So I'm going with the under on that first half of that teaser. And then on the second half, when it comes down to winning in the playoffs, it comes back to fundamentals. Run the ball and play defense. Unless you have Patrick Mahomes. But it still comes down to being able to run the ball and play defense. I think the Rams, a lot of people are overanalyzing that thumb injury that Goff has. I think that
Overanalyzing it?
I think so.
What?
Because he
had
had
the ball last week.
because he wasn't expected to play last
So you
week.
think that this week is?
So I think this week, I'm not saying it's healed, but he would have figured out how to throw with the ball at this point with a week of practice.
Without pressure.
Without pressure, right? But it's not like that secondary is serious. And I honestly think Ramsey cancels out Adams. Like I really do. And and with that 2 deep cover that they have with the Rams defense, what's his MVP?
So you like the Rams to win?
No, I don't like the Rams to win. Green Bay is
That's like you like the Rams to win.
Green Bay is 6-0 ATS against them the last 6 times.
Yeah.
I'm not messing with that. But I
But you
think
like the points there.
I think the game is going to be a lot closer than
what
what
do you
people
got
got.
him at?
Plus 13
So
and a
let me
half.
ask you.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
you don't think Rams win, but you think they could win. Is that what we're saying? Is that why we're not going the opposite way?
Because that would get you to what? That
to
would get
zero.
you-
That gets to a pick.
Yeah, pretty much the package.
No, I'm just asking you, like, because the only way you go Rams is you're thinking that the Rams can't get blown out.
I think the Rams are not going to get blown out this game.
That's not thinking and knowing is different.
The Rams are not going to get blown out this game.
That sounds much better.
The Rams are not.
Confident
Yeah,
in 13
the
for the
Rams.
people,
Yeah, the Rams are not getting blown out this game.
but they could though, right?
It's possible.
That's what. See, you see.
Well, it's Rodgers, right? Like it's Rodgers.
I twisted him into saying that, and he, they could though. So that 13 may get washed out.
Yeah, I mean,
I do this. I do this to Lorenzo all the time, though.
we talk.
We go back and forth.
We talk about teaser busters all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot tell me that the Green Bay Packers is not going to be the number one teaser team on every teaser.
Facts.
Every
Do you think they
teaser.
gonna lose this week? Do you think they can lose this week?
I don't know, man.
That's not.
That's a tough.
Do you?
Yo, that's a tough. I don't know.
So this is the question. So I asked
I don't know. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
So I asked him. I asked him, do you think the Rams can get blown out? You said, I don't think so. So you kind of like.
I'm in that gray area, but I'm taking the
Sorry, I'm
points.
confusing the people.
No, you're not. You're not. It's good. No, I'm cool being challenged with it. No, I'm not. I'm in that gray area. I'm taking the points. I recognize that the Green Bay Packers are going to be the number one team on every teaser. They're going to be across at least 85% of the teasers. But what I'm going is I'm going against the public, which we typically do anyway. And I'm going on the sharp shot of taking the points. I think this defense is clicking, and I think if you take away Adams from this offense, they're going to have a hard time getting those chunk and moving the ball down. Now, Jones can get loose a little bit, so you have to worry about him out the backfield. They have the tight end as well, but none of the receivers I'm worried about. Like, what receiver are you worried about outside of Adams?
I mean, they pop up here and there.
Exactly, here and there.
And that's a smack in the face. But I mean, I'm not going to listen.
Yeah,
the plus 13, you feel 13 or 14, you feel like is the safest bet in this situation. I'm only saying that because on your teaser, I'm going on my play. I'm going the opposite.
Of course, who's not? Who doesn't have Green Bay
right
as just to win the game?
That's because I don't think that Green Bay loses this game at all.
Okay,
and I think the idea of them blowing out the Rams, is a possibility.
Right.
Bye week, going to Green Bay is going to be cold. LA boys been, chilling in that sun. Aaron Donald, he ain't 100%.
He'll be fine,
but he's a beast. I respect that man.
He'll be fine.
But he has that abdominal rib problem, so he's not going to be 100%. He will be fine though. Devontae Adams, to me, I think cancels out Ramsey. I think Devontae Adams is a beast and can play at any level, and he will get the ball. He's not going to be shut down. I can guarantee that.
I don't know about that, bro.
I guarantee Devontae Adams is not getting shut down. That
what's Gary? Hold on. What's shut down?
So his prop bets at Vegas should be setting that line. If you think that Ramsey's shutting Devontae Adams, should be under 7, right?
Under
7 receptions. Where is it at right now?
I don't know what the I know the yards.
What's the
yards are 80 yards. It's 79.5. I don't know what the receptions.
It might be under 7.
He could have 7 catches for 30 yards though.
You think that's going to happen?
I think Ramsey going to lock his ass up, dog. Okay.
So that's where we do.
But hold on. We not done. We going to put a bottle on it?
Sure. So what's the lockdown?
You tell me. You tell me.
I can't tell you what a shutdown is. For me, 80 yards is not a shutdown.
Yes, it is. For Devontae Adams?
So we're grading
here. So if he get 80 yards, you think that's him getting shut down?
I don't understand.
What if he has 80 yards and 2 touchdowns?
Then that's not he's scoring, right?
But what if he have 80 yards and 1 touchdown?
Yeah, 80 yards and 1 touchdown.
For Devontae Adams is shutting down.
That's not a
shutdown.
You don't think that's a shutdown for Devontae? I'm talking about for Devontae Adams.
80 yards and a touchdown.
What do you mean?
Is that not average for him?
Is that a shutdown?
Shutdown.
You know what shutdown is?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's Derrick Henry last week for 40 yards and 20 carries. That's called a shutdown.
All right, we put a bottle on it.
If Derrick Henry had 85 yards and a touchdown, I wouldn't say that he was shut down. I just say it wasn't his normal game. But for me, Devontae Adams having 80 yards, so I would say him having. We put a bottle on that. Devontae Adams will have over 80 yards receiving.
Go ahead. And a touch.
And over 5 catches.
And a touch.
We can put a touch. Yeah, I think
and a touchdown.
Yeah, I think a touchdown.
He's got to score.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, bet.
What about you think you want?
Oh, we're gonna get something real. I'll tell you that.
All right, I'm sorry. That was your your team. Your teaser is
Yeah.
It was plus 14,
plus 13 and a half. Rams and the under and the Baltimore and Bills game 56 and a half. Who's next?
I was just rolling because I'm going to take the opposite and my 2-team teaser. I'm going to go Green Bay to win.
Yeah.
And we're going to go right to KC. I'm going to go to my bye. So this is my thing. I got 2 guys coming off buys. They earned their bye.
Right.
KC been playing tight games all year, right? The last 7 or 9 games haven't been pretty. But I trust Andy Reid out of buys always. So my money will always be on Andy Reid coming out of buys until something changes, which I don't think it will. I think this team right now will be prepared for a Cleveland team. I once again, kind of like how I said last week with Ohio State, I said their championship game was that game against Clemson, and we saw that play out with Alabama. I think Cleveland's championship game was getting over the hump, winning a playoff game when they really shouldn't have, especially the way they did. I think Kansas City will be prepared. I think if they weren't prepared before last week and watching that game against Pittsburgh, they're getting prepared this week.
Right.
And I think they're just too fast on the edges, and I don't think the defense of Cleveland's going to be able to get to Patrick Mahomes.
You doing what? 6 point or 10 point?
So it'll be a 7-point tease, 2-team or 7 points. So I'll get both. I'll get that field goal in there. So I'll be KC minus 2.5.
Yep.
And it'll be
because it's down.
Yep. And then it'll be Packers at a pick. So pretty much both of them to win the game is where I'm going to go with that. That's my play.
Steve, what you got, bro?
It's crazy because I guess we all got the teasers, but I'm definitely I'm going 7 point. I'm going KC.
Right.
Definitely don't go against Andy Reid. I don't go against Andy Reid after a bye. I mean, I'm honestly tempted to take it at the 9.5 because I just have the faith that they're gonna bomb.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I think they're gonna bomb the Browns.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they're gonna. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be a wake up
bad
call.
game. You know, it's going to show you who's. I mean, like growing up playing football, we all knew who one of the best football teams in your division going to be. You're like, all right, here they go. We know they good. At the time, what was it? Ben Franklin was good. You already know, not Ben Franklin. I mean George Washington.
Right.
And Frankfurt always had a great football team. So it's like, you know that's what Kansas City is.
Yeah.
They're the juggernauts of the league right now.
Yeah. Right.
And Andy Reid is just phenomenal after a bye week. So I'm going I'm taking KC on the teaser, and I'm going with Tampa Bay.
That's the plus side?
They're on the plus side, so it's plus 10.5. So that give them I mean, and I honestly think Tampa can win this game. It's hard to be the team 3 times in a year.
Yeah.
I think Tampa has Tampa has they integrated Antonio Brown in the offense more.
Yeah, he looks good. Good.
I think that in the last 5 games he has the most yards he scored in each game.
Yeah. They're finding a way how to use him.
Right. But that New Orleans Saints defense is pretty tough too.
Yeah.
Like they not no slouch.
They gonna get after it.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be one of them games. Like, but I like Tampa plus the 10.5 on that.
Okay. Baker is never going to be a winner. That's tough. That's early to say.
To tell you the truth, man, I ain't gonna lie. Baker had a really good season.
Mm-hmm.
And he carried his team to the playoffs. That coach carried his team. They
came on strong.
And
they came on strong.
This is his 3rd coach in his first 3 years.
Man, I'm not going to down Baker Mayfield. I know we don't think he's the full package, but for what he's done for this football team, I think he's put him in the right position. But most importantly, I think the coach has put his player and his quarterback in the right position.
Right.
Especially after losing a player like Odell.
Yeah,
it's just
Farm, we're going to go to you, man. You got anything for us?
Yeah, I got something. So I got a 4-team super teaser.
Where you get those at?
Super
Hobby store?
Nah, you get that on the I got a bookie. I got a bookie that gives it out.
Tell him.
I got a bookie that gives it out. So basically it's a 4-teamer, 13 points. You get 13 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get 13 points.
Got to protect yourself.
Got to protect yourself. Never get too many points. So I got KC plus 3.
Right. Love that.
No need to go in. You guys already did that. I got the Ravens plus 15.5. Play great defense on a hot streak. Buffalo been somewhat shaky. The Ravens been hot. I just think that's a tight game. So the Ravens plus 15.5. The Packers plus 6.5.
Block.
and the Saints plus 10. I was tied up on the Packers and the Saints just because I was feeling you, Nate, on
there you go. See
the arguments for the Rams.
There you go.
They just and the Rams has been the team that killed me all year, right? I go for them, they lose, go against them. But they play great defense. They got the star players.
The Ravens have killed me.
Right. And I think that the Rams defense can keep the Packers at or under 30 points.
I agree.
So if they get to 28, can it be 28-20, 28-17, anything like that, I'm within range. So
how many points you get?
You get 13. You get 13. Now I'm taking a pack. I'm taking a
you going to back though. You go somewhere. You go up. You thought
6.
about.
I'm just telling you why I thought about it, but I ended up taking the Packers. And I like the Saints plus 10, man.
What's that payout?
I think they're the better team. It's minus 130.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So like a teaser.
Yeah, okay. Minus 130, so it's like a teaser.
Yeah, so it's like a teaser. Okay. So for all those who just joined us and just watching, shout out to the new homie joined the team. That's Renzo C Farm. But he just did a super teaser, 4-team super teaser, which is plus 13 points, which changes the line to your favor, plus 13 points. You're going to play a little bit of the juice. It's minus 130, meaning that it's going to take $130 to win $100. So he has, and run them back for me, Farm. Let me make sure I got them right. The Saints at plus 10. You have the Packers at plus 6, plus 6.5. The Ravens at, what was that? Plus 15.5. And then KC at plus 6?
3.
Plus 3.
Plus 3.5, actually.
Yeah, that half is key, bro.
Yeah.
Half. That 3, I was a little shaky, if so happens, but that 3.5, I think that's money.
Yeah, Sebastian, you definitely hit last week, man. Yeah, we went to head, and you look like you were first time you were right against me in 7 weeks. You know what I mean? Everybody,
don't come at our your guy. That's my guy, Sebastian.
He is your guy, but I gotta make sure we gotta know. You know what I mean? I'm the host. Don't lose over here. We don't take losses. All right, so that was a rundown of the plays. Now let's get into. Usually we do a little halftime thing. I do a little teaching, but we're going to do a little bit more announcements. So we've been kind of hinting at it, but we're getting it together, and it looks like it's going to be a go in the next couple of weeks. As football slows up, the basketball conversation will start. Me and B.Diddy, not our forte. But this guy and Renzo, they get it in. Busy, especially you with the props. You be on it with the props.
Yeah, the props is where to go.
Yeah. The props. So look for that within the next couple weeks as we kind of slow down. Probably the week or two after the Super Bowl, we will be starting the MoneyPot Podcast presents Steve-O and C Farm.
I'm excited about that.
Man. Basketball Live.
This going to be Fridays?
It's going to be Fridays. Same time, Fridays, that 10. Flex 10:30.
Flex.
Right. Flex that 10:30 time. You know what I mean? As we get ourselves together. But, I still will be a host. B.Diddy will drop in every once in a while because he be trying. He be mad as shit coming down here like, yo, dog, what's up with these basketball plays? So we going to become students.
Facts.
We going to become students. We going to watch how these guys get down, how they read the plays, because I'm trying to learn myself to make sure I get sharpened. All right, so that's the basketball. Next, let's talk about a couple things that's going on, man. What y'all think about the Harden trade so far, man? It's an open forum right now. So anybody want to speak up, go ahead with it.
Harden.
Yeah.
What a bad trade for the Nets.
You said it's a bad trade for the Nets?
I mean, sorry, for the Rockets.
Yeah, I think it was because they really didn't get no one right now in return. I honestly would have tried to get Joe Harris out of that deal somehow. Yeah. Like I would have left the Nets just stinking. Like they gave up 4 draft picks, which is crazy. I don't think it was that bad of a trade for the Rockets, but they only got player in return was Oladipo, and I think he's a free agent next year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they have, somebody that they can, for a couple of years. Like he's up next year. But for the Nets, it just make them dudes like almost.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's a crazy matchup for any team.
Yeah,
because
could you imagine that pick and roll?
And you talking about for the next 3 to 4 or 5 years? Man. This is
you got them for the next 3-4 years.
4 years, yeah.
Unless something happens and they got to blow it up.
Yeah,
that's it. Like if they don't win the first 2 years, they got to blow the team up.
Yeah,
that's a fact. They have to win a championship within this year and next year. If not, they got to go. Because what's the point of having y'all? Like y'all can't get it done. I mean, and then next year they get Dinwiddie back. He tore his ACL, so they gonna have a bench next year. But this year,
like how do you not even get Dinwiddie in the trade? Like
because he injured, he tore his ACL.
You can't trade injured players.
So we got somebody out there saying, "I'm glad the Sixers stayed away from that trade." We were talking about that earlier. We thought the Sixers might have to give up too much. But me and Steve did agree. If it was something like Ben, Maxey, Matisse, maybe a pick.
I would have gave up one first rounder.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for all that.
Sure.
Yeah, I would have gave up that too. That package.
But
there, so.
if you talking about 4, I'm
right.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, right. All right. So next little topic here. Urban Meyer, man. B.Diddy, what you think about this play?
Listen, I'm a fan
about
of
that
Meyer.
hire.
I'm a big fan of Urban Meyer. I think that's a good place for him. I mean, you get the number 1 pick, you're going to get your quarterback right away to start your franchise. Like that's a dream come true for.
And he playing so stupid. He came out and said, "I see a lot of elite quarterbacks." Like, dog, we know you taking Lawrence.
Oh, so I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, like he started a little bit with like the ghost, the smoke and mirrors. Like he's not going to take Lawrence.
What if he
might be trying
Fields?
to see some deals. He might be trying to see what kind of deals they got.
What if he gets Fields?
He ain't get no damn
Fields, dog.
He ain't getting
quarterback. Phil dropped to like 3 to 4 quarterback pick now. I think they got the other kid Evans or something.
Yo, Fields looked good the last 2 games. He played from within the pocket. He had a couple good balls, and he showed his toughness. He played hurt through that little, was it a hip pointer? Did he have?
Yeah, he had a hip pointer
or something. That's tough to do as the quarterback position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He protected himself. You saw him when he could take off. He ran. I thought he looked good. I mean, we get the stigma of Ohio State quarterbacks, but I thought in those last 2 games for what he's hurt. Obviously, he showed out in Clemson, had 5 total touchdowns, balled his ass out. Obviously, he came against a juggernaut that you're just not going to stop. But he played okay. He played well in that game. So. I don't see. I think Fields is the second best quarterback.
Yeah, I think he's number 2.
I definitely think he's number 2.
The mock draft don't believe it, but after Trevor Lawrence, it all is a wash for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think going back to your saying, Urban Meyer is a good place for him. He's in Florida, no taxes, getting that money. Got his quarterback, going to be the number 1 pick, and they can rebuild there in Jacksonville. I think for Jacksonville, it's a great pick. It's really kind of come down.
And he definitely got some pieces too, though. Like he got a little bit of pieces. What they got? DJ
Clark.
Chark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that other receiver.
And they running back Robinson.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah,
he's okay.
They got pieces.
Take some time to,
put it together.
Because Miami's on their way up. You know what I mean? Over in that same spot. So
I hear that. Myers is going to have a heart attack. The first sign of trouble.
Wow.
Say.
Hope not. I know he has heart problems. So.
Damn.
He does. He has a heart condition.
I did not know, but I'm just saying, damn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Damn.
Yeah. That's tough.
All right. So, what we got next? All right. Let's talk about it, man. We see the last 14. We see the last 4 teams standing. Do anybody, as of yet, if we looked at the odds to win the Super Bowl, I think obviously KC is 1. I think they're still probably plus 170, if I'm not mistaken, last time I checked, to win the Super Bowl. KC or the field? What are you taking? Renzo, what you got for me? KC or the field?
KC or the field?
Yeah. Silence. That's tough.
I probably just had to go KC, right?
Yeah.
This is Tiger in his prime, right? Like, who can I make like the analogy, right? Who can I make it? I can't really make a case for nobody. I mean, unless
I was about to say, who can you make a case for?
The only case I can make.
Saints,
make is
maybe?
Well, I guess you could
I don't
make
see
the
Tampa
Saints.
being able to hang with them.
Right. I was going to say Green Bay just because they have the second best quarterback, right? Maybe the guy having a better season overall, and a quarterback position being as important it is to the game. So you would think maybe Aaron Rodgers can just make that play, make that throw in a Super Bowl against them.
Which I really would like to see.
Which I would love to see. But, if that is the case, even if I wash out Pat Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, well, give me the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, give me the head coach for the Chiefs, give me the Packers defense is playing okay, but the better skill players are clearly for the Chiefs as an overall unit.
I agree.
So I just got to go Chiefs there, and nobody else. I think I would really trust it. I would like the Ravens because they play defense and run the football, but the Chiefs have their number. So give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to field, man.
Go to field?
I'm going to field.
Too tough to go back to back?
No, it's not that. It's something like I've seen all year with KC. They didn't look like they did last year. They're still great. They're still the juggernaut. They still got pieces all over the field.
Right.
But I've seen them just feel like people are chipping at their armor a little bit. They're becoming a little bit more touchable. And like I said, over the last 9 or 7 to 9 games, they've all been under touchdowns, victories for them. So people can keep it close. And there are two teams that I think can take advantage of that. And one is what Lorenzo talked about, and that's the Packers, who I actually got going to Super Bowl, and I put some money on Green Bay Packers going to Super Bowl a little bit earlier. Which I think will be an awesome.
Go back. What's that payout? What's that
crazy.
payout?
I'll get to it. That's a little crazy.
Cheese and hard.
I know I was looking at some future, but I think that'd be a great Super Bowl. You got Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, pretty much the old versus the new.
Right.
Old. Throwback game. KC,
Super Bowl is always a story.
Yeah, it's a great storyline.
You always have a story.
But I'm telling you, man, I think Cinderella has an opportunity. And my Cinderella team is the Buffalo Bills, bro. And I know y'all feel like after last week's game they didn't play and show out. Sometimes you need that wake-up call, right? I think this team is set. I think Josh Allen is a game changer. I think that coach got them playing, making the right calls, putting them in the right positions. That defense has picked it up. So I can see an upset there. And if I see anybody in the AFC that can challenge, I think this as far as putting up points, I think this Buffalo team can do that, especially against that Kansas City defense.
Right.
And if any team is if they have to meet each other in the AFC Championship,
Let's
once
go.
again, now you got to go to. Now I got to go. 2 of my teams I'm thinking to win it is Buffalo and then possibly the Packers. Hey, I think I'm good there. So I'm going to go to field. My bad.
Go ahead, Steve-O, you got anything on it?
KC, man.
KC.
I'm going KC.
KC.
It's they got to buy, first of all. So now you give Andy Reid another week to prepare for.
Yeah, Diggs is a beast.
Not only this game and the possibility who they playing right behind. You get them guys a week to rest. They're not, practicing as hard. They're preparing mentally. And their skill positions is just insane, man. I see the Chiefs again. I mean, I would love to see them in the Packers, like everybody's saying, because it's 2 of the best quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And to me, is Rodgers. The reason I want to see it is because the quarterback that they picked last year, and is Rodgers, and is Rodgers telling y'all like,
fuck out of here.
Yeah, like y'all just wasted a pick. So either he's going to have the leverage. So either he go or I go or whatever he want to do. That's how it's going to be. Like, fuck y'all just wasted a pick. So that's why I'm going for Aaron Rodgers. But sorry, I see the Chiefs though.
Yeah, I think I gotta go with my brother in here, man. I think I'm on the Chiefs as well. And the only reason why
3-1.
Yeah, the only reason why I say that though is because I think what we're seeing with the Chiefs, they're just fucking around with people, yo. Right. It's like when you saw what's the Jordan John? The Last Dance. When some of those clips, when Jordan was just playing and then like somebody started talking shit to him and he just turned it on, that's the Chiefs to me. Until somebody really start like talking shit and thinking that they can come to Kansas City and win, that's when they're going to turn it up.
I don't know. Do you think I don't think nobody's disrespecting the Chiefs. I think everybody really kind of has that.
Like I can see
factor.
I can see Cleveland getting cocky. not just disrespecting.
Cleveland. We already passed that game.
Yeah, but I'm but I'm just saying.
That's this week.
I'm talking about the personalities on Cleveland.
Yeah.
I can see they're coming in there thinking that if they get up, maybe they score, they start dancing, they start feeling themselves. That shit gonna be shut down real fast, real quick. And that's just what I mean. Don't poke the motherfucking bear. Because you know what's going to happen when you do, man. So I'm with KC, man.
And to your point,
he don't got nothing for you. You hear that?
Nothing for. I got no response.
Nothing.
The ghost.
All right, so I've been getting into handicapping MMA. So the first fight for UFC is tomorrow. I'm still kind of playing with it and seeing where I want to go, but I do like Holiday to win.
What's the main event? Is Conor?
It's no, this ain't Conor John. This is Max Holloway versus I forget the dude's name. Is it Chris Cater or something like that? I forget his name. But there's a couple of notable people, a couple of vets kind of went. Holiday's on there. Tawarik, I think his name is on there. So I'm just going to give you what I think about the main card. Follow me on the Instagram. I said on the Instagram. Follow me on the gram. And I'll be posting some of my plays in my Plex. I usually kind of mix a couple parlays with some prop bets. So make sure you come check me out. MoneyPot Podcast or Moss Money. Make sure you hit me up, and I'll be posting some free plays and some free picks. But just talking about the main card, the main event, I like Holiday there. There's going to be 5 rounds. I'm not sure if it goes the distance. Holiday usually goes the distance. But I like Holiday just to win. I think he is minus 150 or minus 160 to win right there. But I'll get more plays out the more I look at it. Next, don't forget, tomorrow it is MoneyPot Podcast presents Agreeing to Disagree. Me and Tom Arnone from A2D Radio. Make sure you check that out. 10:30-ish time. AM, where we do a quick rapid fire, about a half an hour of all the topics going on in sports. Talk a little bit of shit. He thinks he's nice. I know I'm nice. So we end up going head to head there. Then on Sunday, I don't know how we're going to do this. It's only kind of 2 games. So it might be a quick show, real quick on Sunday. We'll do it at 11, give you some time to get some sleep. We'll do it at 11. We'll do some prop plays. We'll talk about the plays from Saturday. Okay. Anything that's still kind of hanging over from any type of teasers or anything from the first day. We'll just see how it kind of goes, and we'll do a quick show. It'll probably be like a half. So make sure you check this out on Sunday, YouTube Live. Me and B.Diddy Sunday pregame show. All right, y'all. Let's finish it strong. Second round of the best bets of the week. Let's go.
Go.
Oh.
Go.
Fucked up. Right on time, right?
Here we go.
Went dope. Gump.
Sure, go.
All right. I'm going with the over and the the over and the New Orleans and Tampa Bay game. Over 32. I think this game is going to play out like the last 2 games. I think New Orleans has Tampa Bay's number, and I know what y'all thinking. When's the last time Tom Brady lost 3 games in 1 year to the same team? I get it. But there's just something about this scheme that is, for whatever reason, Bruce Arians cannot figure out how to slow down. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think you can see it 34-24, something like in that. Or if Tampa Bay keeps it close, I think you could still see 28-27, 24-30, somewhere around that thing, that kind of concept. I think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game. Tom's got to figure it out. He's going to have to figure out, and they're going to have to throw to figure it out, because they're not going to be able to run the ball on this New Orleans defense. It's going to be throw, rest, throw. I like the over here, over 52. B.Diddy, what you got for me, bro?
All right, man. I'm going against you on this one, but not your total. I'm going to actually put in a tease here.
Okay, go ahead.
So we got a 3-team teaser. It's going to give me 10 points. That first game is going to be the under in that Tampa Bay game, under 61.5.
Okay.
I think that Saints defense is tough. I think they're going to, cause some issues here with Tom.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to be as electric, but I do see him in the 20s. They're just not going to get to the 60 mark.
Mm-hmm.
I think 60 is good there, 61.5. Then we're going to go with that. We're going to go over in the Baltimore-Buffalo game. We're going to get points in this game. Don't let last week fool y'all. I don't know. I watched that game. I called multiple people trying to figure out how the fuck did this game not go over.
Right.
They squeezed the air out the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. This is not going to be like this with Buffalo. They like Josh Allen to throw the rock, so that's going to stop the clock. I think Baltimore keeps their same game plan. I see this game going over 39.5, so that's over 40. That should be definitely a play. So that's going to be New Orleans over, Buffalo's over. And the last
New Orleans under.
I'm sorry, New Orleans under,
yeah.
Buffalo's over. And the last one is this one, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm on the fence. I might change it up.
Hey. You got on me.
You right.
You got on me.
I don't want to put too much on the Packers to win, but I like It's either going to be Packers. I'm going to put the Packers at +3, right?
Yeah. Or
I'll go
KC.
Or I'll go KC, which I think is probably going to be KC.
Right. We scaring you off the Packers now?
No. I'm just trying. That's like, what is the money? Like, what's for sure?
Right.
Do I see an upset in Cleveland? Do I see upset in the Rams?
So I
think they both are good though. But the best part about it, they both early games. It's the last games that fuck us.
Right.
It'd be the game that come on at midnight. That'd be the last one on your fucking card that you know is going to win.
And
outright lose.
Yeah.
Lorenzo, tell them about it.
Crazy. Every time.
So that's my play. So either way, I think for the viewers, I think you can go either way. You'll get Kansas City at a pick, or you can get +3 for Packers. Either way, that's my 3 teams.
Yeah, this guy gets. How is Josh Gordon get suspended again? I just saw this is crazy.
He's done. He's already done, but he's done.
I don't know. I just saw it.
He violated. No, he violated their reinstatement terms. So somewhere while they were, reinstating him, they found out that he went against the policy, the substance abuse policy or whatever. So
that's crazy.
Good riddance, man.
Yeah.
Hope he gets his help. Well, he don't need help now. Marijuana's gonna be legal,
bro.
In the country.
How long we been saying this about him?
He's gonna be
5 years.
Like me and you. So he's gonna be able to do whatever he want to do.
Bro, this has been 5 years. Seriously.
Yeah, that's it. So welcome to
enough is enough.
Civilization.
I'm sure it's another kid out there that would love that opportunity.
They gonna get it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
They gonna get it now.
Steve, what you got for me, man?
I mean, my man B.Diddy on the fence about the Green Bay. I'm actually going Green Bay minus the 6.5. I don't like the 7. I'm going by a half a point, get it down. I see them beating the Rams pretty easily. I mean, their defense is good, but I don't believe in Jared Goff.
Yeah, especially not a hurt Jared Goff.
And the Packers get good pressure too. It's not like he's just going to be sitting back there. That's why when you was saying earlier about, he had a week to figure out how to throw, but not with pressure in his face.
Yeah.
Not with Smith in him in his face. It's going to be a good game.
That hand's not right.
Nah.
No, I know.
And a lot of balls he threw last week looked bad.
Yeah.
They made like 1 or 2 good throws with that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think they were planning for him playing.
Yeah, but you always got to prepare as if you're going to play. That's what you do during the week. Yeah. So he probably
won the game, though.
Yeah. No, they did.
What happened to that quarterback?
He got a concussion.
He just got a concussion.
Yeah.
He was cool.
Concussion.
Yeah. He did look like a turtle.
Bro, I thought he broke his neck.
Yeah.
He said concussion. Hey, bro.
But
the way they had him in an ambulance.
No, they
hold his neck tight. Come on, man.
He got smacked though. He definitely.
That's why I thought he blew his neck. His shoulders.
He just got a concussion, man.
City Farm.
Yeah, that's
a new era,
man.
It's a new era of folk out here playing football. Concussion.
Lorenzo, man, take us home, man. What you got?
Yeah, man, it's tough, man. It's I feel like I gotta go a solo play here, but
nice.
I'm gonna go.
Well, let me tell you like this: the one thing that you know and that you always don't force it. If you ain't confident, don't give it out. If you want to stick with your 4 team, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I so under them circumstances, I feel like this is the perfect just underdog ticket, right? Like take a chance with an underdog. So I'm gonna go 2-team parlay, Ravens.
Give it to him.
Ravens money line.
Go ahead, say it.
And the Buccaneers money line.
That's a good plan.
Right.
We're gonna just give it a shot. The Bills.
All right, hold on. Let me put that in that FanDuel.
That might be good money there, right?
Yeah, let me put that in that FanDuel. That's got to be almost 4-1. I ain't asked you to go check it. You gonna win black on us, dog.
I thought you put it right.
He gonna come back smiling.
Y'all got me.
Yeah, we got you. You got. I'll look it up now for the viewers real quick.
It's plus 447.
Plus 447. There was something last week that was real crazy, right? Cleveland money line and who else was it?
The Ravens, probably.
Yeah,
the Ravens were
Cleveland Ravens. It was a big money line play.
Yeah, so 5. No. Last week, what happened was that everybody. So here's the plays. It was like $50, $100 parlays. Everybody, I don't know where they got this from. I don't know what capper or whatever they did, but everybody had the same game parlays in this Cleveland Pittsburgh game. So everybody who scored, they had it was like a 17 prop play parlays.
What?
It was like Claypool to score, both running backs on Cleveland to score, Juju to score. I forget who else. It was like 5 or 6, but a lot of people had these. It was like everybody knew this Joan was going. No, they had Cleveland's defense to score.
What?
Dog, and they hit. Think about it. Everybody scored.
Crazy.
Shit, hold on. Everybody scored, but my guy. Right. Everybody scored. Even James Conner scored. He got in the zone.
That's crazy.
And this was on their card.
This was on their card. When the game was going on, I was on Twitter. And I'm sitting here watching people post their cards. And I'm talking about $50 to win like $20,000. Because they were all plus EV plays.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then you had the big one with Cleveland scoring. They were like plus 460.
Wow. Damn, this tape. They must have played this game last week, huh?
Dog, I'm just thinking where'd y'all go? Because I need to go there. We don't got all the answers here. We got most of them, but shit. I didn't call that. I didn't think it was going to be like that. But it was all they all hit on that John. I was like, that's crazy. But I want to thank everybody for joining.
Whoa. We ain't even get to the.
I tried to get out of here, y'all. I tried to get out.
I saved this just for that.
Make me get my tooth on the mic. Damn, bro.
My bad,
you can't do that on live, man. You cut that shit when we do the editing, bro.
Boom, come on, man.
All right, now we'll go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go. You want?
Steve, I'll let you go
no. You go first. Go ahead. I'll move over a little bit. Go ahead. Talk to him. Go
I've
ahead,
been asking
B.Diddy.
for this all year.
Go ahead.
And it seems like this week, Philadelphia Eagles have made a great decision, as I've been asking for. I don't know. They must have been watching my Instagram and the rants, and might be watching the podcast. They have made an executive decision to get Doug Peterson on up out of here. Thank you, Doug. We appreciate your work here. You guys, you led us to a Super Bowl, and we appreciate that. But we understand that the team needs to move forward without you. I've seen some
talk to him.
I've seen some dark days that was heading toward us real quick. So thank you, Jeffrey Lurie. Question is, who we gonna bring in here now? It looks like we had the guy from San Fran come in.
We lost that.
So what happened in that meeting, Jeffrey? He said
that was the pick. That was the pick to me.
So I mean, at the end of the day, for me, just keeping it real quick, I felt the confidence and the arrogance of Doug Peterson was his demise. Not wanting to adjust.
Go ahead.
And I go on game in and game night, week in and week out about how I'm seeing constant game management errors, going forward on fourth down constantly, not kicking field goals, not staying in the games, then getting to the press conference and saying, "Oh, I just wanted to make sure I got my team the best opportunity to win the game." No, that's not how you play the game of football. It's very simple. So for me, those are constant deflators for the team, and I felt like the team was feeling that all year. And you start seeing that come out over these last few weeks. even coming down to the Washington game. Although I agree with the organization not winning this game. The 6th pick to the 9th pick in this draft is huge.
Yeah.
So,
facts.
But I understand you have to be upfront with your players going into the week.
Yeah.
Fellas, for our organization, this is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you got to, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come in the game prepared. You don't have these guys out here, your starters, these star players out here playing their ass off, defense playing their ass off for you to do some dumb shit and put in a 3rd string quarterback ain't even dressed for a game since week 3. It just was bad. So I'm happy he's out of here. I know y'all don't agree with it, but I think we're on to the next, man. We're in a rebuild next 2 to 3 years for the Philadelphia Eagles. So Eagle fans, we are in rebuild mode. We're not going to the Super Bowl no time soon, but we're rebuilding and trying to figure this out. Get your mind set to that so you're not looking for next year. Oh, all we need is 1 or 2 pieces. Nah, we need a head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator,
O-line coach,
O-line coach, and O-line.
Mm-hmm.
We need to know who our quarterback's going to be. We ain't got no receivers again. No linebackers. Oh, we do got the one boy Edwards who balled out a couple times, and we still need we got a lot. So we're in rebuild mode. 2 to 3 years, we'll be back in playoff contention and figuring it out. But if we set our mind to that, I think the disappointment won't be there.
Do you really think this offense is that bad?
Who's our quarterback?
Wentz.
Do the Philadelphia Eagles know that?
With Doug gone, they do now.
I don't know.
I think it was between Wentz and I think
I hope it's Wentz.
From what's being reported, from what I read,
you guys.
What'd you say?
I said I can't believe you guys.
That's Wentz. You don't like Wentz.
Oh, you don't like Wentz?
God, heck no.
Oh, all right. Well, you want to get off?
You want to go to sleep?
We want to catch you next week. I'm a Wentz guy, man. I've always, I'm not a Hurts guy. I think he showed promise. I think the team responded to him, but in those last 2 games, we saw some issues and what we should see in rookie pains and a rookie quarterback. But
not necessarily the last game. Can we judge him on a half where he brought him back when he was down?
Yeah, I'm just saying we saw what you should see in a rookie, in a rookie quarterback. He was in the pocket, stared down his one guy, slightly got to his second progression, but the pressure was there because our O-line is trash, and he had to move. But, a lot of those balls running, on the run, trying to make decisions was just not, he just couldn't make it happen. And if you think about it, if you look at those numbers, I mean, a couple halves, he had, like 60 yards, 70 yards and a pick and a half. I think he has some growth to do, but I'm not giving up on what I consider a franchise quarterback in Carson Wentz.
But your question was the offense. I mean, you just said it. Like our O-line, we're an aging roster. We are an aging roster.
No, we're
terribly aging.
We're an aging roster, but But if you look at the right side of our offensive line, I think left tackle is a big question. Like, what's his name?
It's not a big question. They just don't want to move the one person that can play it. It's not a big question.
Lane?
You move Lane.
I don't think you move Lane.
You do.
At this point, it's kind of like.
But do you take the best right tackle in the game and move him to left just to be a good left tackle?
Back to your original question about the offense. we don't have no offensive. Our offensive line.
Our whole right offensive line should become back.
We have a running back.
I don't even think they don't give him the ball enough to see.
No, Doug,
he has.
Doug didn't give him the ball enough to see.
I don't know.
If I'm a coach outside of that and I see what Miles Sanders had, we know we're going to give Miles the ball. He's going to get at least 15 to 17 carries a game.
Yeah,
competent.
I want to see that. I want to see that.
Will.
We can see that game in and
For
game
sure.
out. For sure. Because I think we need
any coach.
I'm not saying he's not a talent. We've seen the talent, but we just haven't seen the volume to see the talent. And speaking of that, with the running back, let's go right to it, and we'll finish it off with this. What do y'all think about how much what's the word? How much I can't think of the word right now, but what Deuce is getting out there, not only from what we've seen from other players, other ex-Eagles players.
Yeah, a lot of them been supporting him. Like, they got a lot of respect for him. It's like, when he talk, everyone listens. Like, he commands the attention of the team.
Yeah, but is he a good coach? That's what I'm missing.
And a lot of the people say that he is a good coach.
Yeah.
The players say that he is a good coach.
Right.
So there's like, he's a great coach. Malcolm Jenkins came out and said he said,
and I seen him in the last game. I thought I saw him go to Jalen Hurts and like come at Jalen. Right. I don't know what happened in that situation, but it wasn't like, I know he's a running back coach, but he was talking to Jalen like blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And the bull in the sideline was looking up like, oh shoot. Yeah. Jalen was like, all right, but that right there just lets me know that he has more say in this locker room than what we think is just him being a runner.
So is that a player's coach? Like
no, I think it's a respect level.
So what I'm thinking is in the same way that Jeffrey Lurie's, I'm assuming he's thinking is we have to think fast forward. Now I know a lot of people that are saying Deuce has been in multiple systems, so he has some flexibility from Pittsburgh to here. But does that mean, like, to me, when I think of Deuce, I think his style will be old school smash mouth football.
Yeah.
Go back to Eagles type,
maybe a Tomlin type of thing.
Yeah, like Eagles type football where we got, where that cutthroat punch in the face type team, hard nosed defense, big hits, et cetera, et cetera. But is that what the league is right now?
Well, we don't know. We can't just pinpoint that on him because it also
it's just my opinion on what I think he is.
So it also reflects like the offensive coordinator that may come in.
Right.
That's the biggest would be the biggest hiring key.
Is he going to hire an offensive coordinator?
Right. That's who's going to be able to integrate different formation, college style, and all of that into it. That'd be the biggest thing. But I feel you because Deuce definitely seems just like old school.
He does. Like, that's what I get that feel.
He's like an old school disciplinarian. You know the difference between the two. Like,
all
right, younger people, all right, just go sit down. No, you're going to go stand over there and you're going to write or whatever, like an old school parent or something. So, I definitely feel you on that because that's the vibe he gives off. But, man, Deuce can possibly have some like fucking crazy ideas of offense, like being in different systems. So, I mean, I would like to see him get a chance, to be honest. I definitely would like to see him get a chance.
I think with the other two going, he's definitely in the higher up of the running of it. Because
it's him and I'll say the guy,
or are they waiting for B.Diddy? Is that the question?
They haven't even.
But if I'm B.Diddy, I'm going to Texas.
They haven't interviewed him. They Texas.
Well, they can't right now. They can't. Yeah, they ain't in the playoffs. They could do it during the bye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the bye week was last week, so he was fine.
So maybe they waiting for that.
They'll have to wait
for B.Diddy or
There's nobody else out there. I wanted to do from the Niners. I thought he brought good energy, and what he did with that defense with the 49ers, we need that here. I think our defense is in definitely more trouble than our offense is.
I agree.
So
we let that go.
You know what I mean? So
but here's the thing. I'm sorry to cut you off.
You good.
It doesn't really matter who we get when reports say that Howie was setting the game day roster.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. It was reported like he set the game day roster. He had a lot of say over a lot of shit. So as a coach coming in, knowing that I don't have no real personnel say, I don't have it, Howie said that he's going to pick the coaches, even like offensive coordinators, all of that.
That's Doug's fault, though.
So
Doug allowed that to happen.
No, Lori allowed it. Doug didn't allow it.
Once you want to,
no.
Doug either you got to listen. Either I'm going to pick my coaching staff or I'm out of here.
I think that's what the rumor was, that he
should have left.
When they wanted to fire Frank Wright, I think he wanted to walk too.
Yeah.
Then he should have left.
No, he didn't. They won after that.
No, Frank Wright won a Super Bowl. What you mean?
Right, that's what I'm saying. It was before that, so he came back and they won after that with Frank Wright. They wanted to fire. They wanted to fire Frank Wright after the first year.
But it was another coach, though.
Yeah,
it wasn't Frank Wright. It was another coach. He didn't go to bat for him.
Yeah,
and they said go to bat for him.
Maybe was it the quarterback's coach?
It was right after the Super Bowl.
Okay, but see, and here's the thing, like with Chip Kelly, look at this shit. He like no, not even that, but he said the same thing about Roseman. So we know Roseman is. So now, remember, he made him get out of personnel, period.
Yeah.
So Lori probably promised Roseman and some shit like, all right, well, I'll make sure that you get final say over other stuff. Like now that I brought you back in this position, but I mean, it's just sad. I think as long as we got Howie Roseman, calling the shots, this team isn't going to be that great.
Renzo, you got anything to add?
Yeah, man. I agree with everything you guys said, man. I like Deuce a lot, especially when you talk about rebuilding, right? If that's what we're entering for the next 2-3 years, you want a Mike Tomlin type coach, a Bill Belichick. You want somebody who can instill a culture, right? You got to build a culture right now. The next 2-3 years. So, I think he's the perfect guy. I like B.Diddy. I would hate this job for him. I'd rather him go to the Chargers or somewhere like that. So yeah, I like Deuce, man. He got the locker room. He's been here. He's the Eagles. I think the city would get behind him. The players obviously get behind him. I think that's what we need. But I agree, man. Howie Roseman. I'm not a Doug fan, but Howie should have went before Doug. The draft pick's been terrible. Everything you guys said about the reports of him calling setting the coaching staff and the final say. I mean, I think universally everybody says that he has to go. So how he has to go first, and then I think we can go from there, man. And back to Wentz, I gotta plug my Wentz thing in.
Oh boy.
And that's
Wentz just hasn't improved, right? I think the blueprint and the history shows us that elite quarterbacks, elite players in that first 4 to 5 year window is a ascension, right? They go forward, right? They don't go backwards. They definitely don't go backwards multiple years, right? And that's across sports. So he's been in the league, I guess, 5 years now, right?
Yep.
And he had the 1 year where he did it. He was doing his thing. But since then, he's just regressed at such a rate that if he was to get back to franchise level playing or be a superstar, you wouldn't be able to find another person like that throughout history, like of the game. No one would have went that route ever. So you're really betting against history saying that this guy is going to become a superstar top 5 quarterback. I just don't see it happening. So I think you got to move on from Howie. And ultimately, I think Wentz isn't a guy, but I guess then we'll see.
You crazy, man.
You crazy, man. You look
all that jibber jabber.
Yeah, man. You look at
the
body. Yeah, man. You look at the body of work. This year, you can compare it to his rookie year, and that's it. Yeah. The other 3 years, he's got 25 touchdowns and 7 picks,
and he had Doug.
You know what I mean? And then last year, he don't get enough credit for last year. He put this team on his back. It was worse last year with the injuries.
So when I look at Carson, even in his best years, even in Carson Wentz's best years, he's always had the flaws that he has. He's always been inaccurate with the ball at times. He's definitely inaccurate down the field.
Yeah,
his decision making has always been average. It was always terrible. He's not quick with making decisions with the football. I mean, he's always been who he's been to me, right? He's a good player. I think he's a tough player. I think he can make those kind of crazy plays for you. And I love his intangibles, but his mechanics as a quarterback is very average. Top 10 at best, 10 to 12 at best. So how else?
There's 32 teams in the league.
Yeah, that's not bad actually.
but
top 10. There's 32 teams.
Also, we have a new coach here. Let's give Carson.
Let's look at the top 10. Let's look at the top 10. Let's look at the top 10 through 15 quarterbacks in the NFL. Where did that put you?
Renzo, we don't got enough time for this, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we could follow up next week. Let's look at the top 10 to 15.
Go ahead, run it down for me real quick.
I mean, it's too much time. We don't got enough time right now.
There we go. Yeah.
But we could do the next week. Top 10 to 15 quarterbacks, and where does that put you year in and year out? To me, is you can move on. Ultimately, a top 10 to 15 quarterback, you get to the point where you're asking yourself, is this the guy or should we be moving on? That's what I think.
Fair enough. All right. So make sure y'all go back, rewind that. We gave out picks, plays today. I think who you think had the play today there? Renzo with his 14 teaser?
I'm going to go with mine, to tell you the truth.
Yeah? You like yours? KC Green
the
Bay
Packers tease?
Yeah?
Yeah, my bad, Renzo.
Number one tease of the week, more likely.
Go get it. Get that money.
So I want to thank everybody for coming with us. Renzo, thanks for jumping on. Make sure tomorrow, MoneyPot Podcast presents Agreeing to Disagree, around 10:30 YouTube Live. Then on Sunday, Me and B.Diddy back on the round with the pregame show. Let's see if we can get right back on his heater.
NBA show coming.
And then we got the NBA show with Steve-O and Renzo. And I will be hosting that as well. Coming back, filling in for this football show on Fridays. And make sure y'all go ahead and keep your everything good with the money, family, blessings. I don't know what else to say, man.
Peace.
All right, y'all.
All right, Renzo.